has to be one of the two. It has to be you or a naked lady.
There's a naked Steve on
it.
I did it. There is a naked Steve on it.
We did it?
I did it.
All right, cool. And we're going to call this anything special?
Nope.
All right, cool. Hello and welcome to SourceFedNerd with the Comic-Con edition of Table Talk, where we talk about your questions and topics related to Comic-Con that you recommended using the hashtag Table Talk and also on reddit.com/r/SourceFed, unless it was a GIF about either of their cleavage, in which case...
there were a lot of those, I think.
There were. They were like... That's a thing.
That was a thing.
It's con.
I was just recovering from almost dying when you did that intro. It was like, shoo, right by my face here with your hand. I was like,
well, there's four of us, and I'm like unusually.
Wait, the one
correct.
right now?
Yeah.
You're always so terrified of near misses when we almost
I got you.
Near
like
miss?
it's so
You want to see a near miss?
Oh!
I almost missed you.
Boom.
I just like that you think that I'm weird for being terrified by something almost smashing into my face.
I think you need to put more faith into people that know they're not going to punch someone in the face.
It's funny you bring that up, Steve, because that one time I put faith into you after you gave me the talk about having faith in you about not running into me at Dance Dance Humiliation, and then you slammed into me during the dance.
But you loved it.
Hey guys, I'm McTurney.
Did I already say my name? Philip DeFranco.
Steve Zaragoza.
Trisha Hirschberger. Who's ready?
Anyone can go in first. I was so excited to be like you and have my special mug, but as I was cleaning this...
Oh God, careful.
Really? It's going to work now? I was like, I can't believe I got this for like $8. How is that even pop?
Well, you have to tell him that you got it in TJ. Like on the side of the road.
You know, I didn't even get it at the con.
It's cool, though. I mean, up until then.
Yeah, sure.
Well, other people have it, so they're not all defective. We'll just get you a new one.
Yeah.
Life is handing you lemons, so, you know.
But
The only way I could make this okay is throw it at the camera. Okay,
Yeah,
so anyone go for number one.
Wait, I say before we even jump in, we start off with like our own personal, really quick takes on Comic-Con just in general.
Okay.
There was a lot of people, and I saw a lot of boobies, and I met a shit ton of fucking people that knew SourceFed and my show.
Yeah.
And that was amazing.
Crazy awesome.
We had like 400-ish people show up to a live table talk where we did this. That should be on my personal channel, which will blah, 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 link and stuff. It was amazing to do that in front of people. We want to do it more in the future.
So cool.
So that was probably my favorite moment. Unless that's a question, in which case we just fuck that
Well,
question
and
up.
actually, that wasn't even everybody, because I remember I bumped into a bunch of people after the live table talk that were like, we weren't able to make it. And I was like, really?
Yeah.
Like, that was so many people in general just there.
Everyone came out in full force, and it was awesome.
It was very cool, and actually, like, I did a signing myself, and Shish came with me, and they were like, had a big line, and they'd like cut people off, and then Shish was there because she came with me.
I just came to say hi and like say bye to Meg before her signing.
She like dropped me off like a mom being like, okay, be nice to everyone.
Yeah.
Make sure you
Make
say
sure you
nice
have a jacket.
Your hair looks
Did
beautiful.
she spit on a napkin and
That's
wipes
part
it?
of our morning routine. But then people were like, can we start another line for Trisha?
Yeah, and I was like trying to back away, and then like all these other people came over, and it was awesome. But I was like, no, it's Maggie's moment. Go say hi to Meg.
That's my baby.
Yeah.
No, but it was. I was just really like, I 100% every time I do anything like that, I'm like, no one's gonna be there, and I'm gonna be like, hello, passerby.
That's always the weirdest thing when you pass by a place and then you like look and then you make eye contact and they're like, you're here for
Well, the
I
sales
saw
pavilion.
I just felt the fattest I felt in a very long time. I was like, oh, so much nothing.
Okay, wait, do it again. Ready? Get the full. Oh
yeah.
There's this.
1 second, let me lift this table up.
Wait, no.
I
What you
pulled
should
the
have done
muscle.
is gone, 1 second, conk to your mug and been like, just for
Oh yeah, whatever. No, speaking of muscles and boobies, actually, I loved how many adorable and mostly naked men there were cosplaying at Comic-Con this year. Everyone's like, oh yeah, the boobies and the ladies, but I would have to say there was at least 40% dudes cosplaying. Like there was a lot of guys this year. I loved it.
For all 4 girls that are watching this right now, I hope you relate to the hot men that were at Comic-Con.
But a lot of I
Good
mean, I don't
number
know. I feel like I was a little bit disappointed though because every time I saw something, not every time, but like about 60% of the time I'd see a costume, I was like, damn, that person knocked it out of the park. They'd be like, hey, come to our booth. Like, it was, like, clearly, like, a sponsor done, like, professionally done costume, and I was just like...
that's why I got a kick out of, there were a lot of people I met, it was, like, their first Comic-Con, and then this girl that we did, like, an impromptu photo shoot, because I was like, that outfit was really good, was this girl, new cosplayer, she makes hoodies, Lisa Lou who made a... Victorian Harley Quinn,
Nice.
and like the outfit was awesome, and then big boobies. So she was very popular
Yep.
with everyone.
I'm sure she was.
Mr. J loves big boobies.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm always disenchanted though by like the obvious paid people that are there.
Oh, but
It
the
really
Headless
bums me out.
Horsemen were really cool. And
Those guys were awesome.
I 100%, when we walked up, I was dressed as Elizabeth when I saw them for the first time, and I was like, I want to strap guns to you and make you like a blown up
Yeah,
Patriot.
they looked great.
Yeah, that'd be
cool.
really
Yeah,
cool.
really cool.
That's
And
awesome.
That big machine gun.
I was surprised no one did a
that's cool.
Patriot.
I
or,
know,
like,
I didn't see any Patriots. We were talking about we didn't see any clickers from last year.
Oh, yeah, I was expecting
You know
a lot
what?
of clickers.
No Pacific Rim guys either.
Is this too geeky for you, Phil?
No, it's not too geeky. I'm literally just laughing because I'm in this weird, like, just got back home from Comic-Con,
Yeah.
like, blah, and then I'm getting right back on a plane. I'm like, I'm gonna be fucked for an entire week.
Yeah.
That's how I felt
I can't
coming
even
straight from
imagine you.
Tokyo and then being like, oh my god.
Well, I feel like this without any, like, time change. So, like,
Yeah.
that's, like, how terrible my body
Take
is.
that
right
airborne.
now.
Well, no, take the emergency. The airborne is BS. Emergency.
Anyway, what's his first
What's this
question?
question?
But let's talk more about airborne. Okay,
Yeah.
the Pope says, if you could do it all over again, would you change anything?
What? This Comic-Con?
Comic-Con.
I hope that's
Just you
what
can do your whole life.
I
over.
would have done more shopping preview night and just taken it all back instead of I kind of did my shopping sporadically and then I was walking with a huge bag of stuff like every day back to the hotel and I did too much. I should have done it preview night and then left all my credit cards at home.
Yeah, you know that's not a bad idea because there's a lot of stuff that I saw preview night and then even the next day that I was like, oh, I'll wait until like Friday to pick that up.
Sold out, right?
Sold out,
Yeah.
and then like the one that bummed me out the most was the Stark Shield at the Dark Horse booth. It was $30. And it
How
was just
fast
this
did
really
that
cool.
sell out?
Well, it was gone by the time I went on Friday to try to pick it up again. But
Are you
it was
sure?
like, yeah, because it was
They
like
were cutting off the line in half-hour increments.
on preview
so-
night, yeah, when we were all hanging out there. Remember, we tried to pick it up, and I was like, maybe we should
That's
just wait.
when I got my Targaryen
Yeah, exactly.
done.
But I mean, yeah, that's the one thing. I mean, I wish I could just pick up the things that I knew were gonna fly off the
Yeah.
shelves that I couldn't
Right.
pick up.
Yeah,
by the end.
usually I don't do cosplay on Wednesday night, and that's all my shopping. And then I like to, get a little things here and there. But I worked pretty much the whole weekend this
Yeah, you
weekend,
did.
and it
Yeah.
was like
You're all over the
that
place.
was absolutely. If I could do it all over again, I would hang out because I would literally be like walking somewhere and be like, oh, that's so cool, but I have to be somewhere. So I definitely hang out on the floor more and get to like shop and do all that stuff.
Yeah. The floor is always kind of like the bigger draw. Like, I mean, the
Yeah.
panels, like you can't even like expect to get into. Any
Oh
of
no,
them.
no.
So it's like the floor is really where.
Unless you know the secret.
I know, right?
Phil has some big secret.
He does.
The secret is people who will let you in line.
The secret is, I don't know.
Speaking of, well, if you didn't want to say what your secret was.
Of
but-
course, I'm not going to tell people what my
Okay,
secret
good.
is.
The secret is bring a Tauntaun sleeping bag and get there the night
Yeah,
before.
exactly.
Yeah.
No, the cool-
Also, wait, just really fast. I want to thank the group of like 5 people that offered to let Steve and I jump in line. I totally would have taken you up on that offer. People were like, "We're getting there at like 2:00 in the morning. Just come."
Oh,
and
wow.
we'll let you.
Yeah.
And I was like, one, I can't do that because people are gonna be like, Philip DeFranco is an ass.
Right,
And he
yeah.
jumped in front.
You'll
even
get
though
like
I'm gonna go
rotten
in anyway.
tomatoes thrown at
Yeah.
you.
But 2, thank you. That's very
Yeah.
kind.
That's really
What were you gonna
No,
say?
that's exactly what I was gonna bring up.
Oh,
A lot of
okay.
people were tweeting at us like,
Damn
"No
it.
worries, bro. Just come hang out with us. Just look for us. I'm under this tent. Like, seriously, come right now." And I was thinking, like, that's cool. But if I was waiting in
You'd be
line
pissed.
and like,
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Steve
all these people
bounced
came
it off
in,
us
yeah.
the night before. He's like, I want to go. I want to get in line.
But
I think it's
yeah.
cool. And he was like, what would you do? And I'm like, I'm me. I would be like, hey, fuck
Yeah,
you.
yeah, exactly.
I'm going to make sure you never see any Breaking Bad panels ever
Yeah,
again.
I think, yeah. You would literally have to buy at least 1 to 2 tents worth of people like food. You're like, hey, I just got back here with all this
I would
food.
still be like, hey, Pedro, fuck
Well, that's
Fuck,
the
this is
thing.
delicious though. Thank you.
you.
There was a Breaking Bad signing with Vince Gilligan at the hat shop where they made the Heisenberg hats, and Sarah and I were like, we're going to that. I want to get this shit signed by Vince Gilligan. And so we went over. The signing was at 5:30, and Sarah and I went over at like 3 or something. And when we got there, mine wasn't that big, but there were some SourceFed fans that were kind of like close to the end. And they're like, oh my God, come hang out with us, please. And I was like, okay, well, you guys are, I don't know. So we were taking pictures and stuff, and so we started talking to them and we were hanging out. And then the line started just building up. So I was like, all right, well, I guess we're doing this. Like, dude, don't even worry about it. Just hang out. And so I was like, okay, but hang on. Can you hold on for a second? We'll be right back. So Sarah and I went to the Ghirardelli chocolate shop. We bought a big-ass bag of
you
assorted
did.
chocolates. And we just went around to everyone in the vicinity and we're like, chocolate. So yeah, it was pretty awesome. But I mean, it was towards the end of the line, so I didn't feel so bad.
Yeah, I accidentally got a bunch of the. I was trying to think of how I would do anything different. I'd probably hit more panels. But yeah, I loved roaming the floor just because that's where you would end up running into everyone. And then I accidentally got a bunch of exclusive stuff the first night. Because I was just like, oh, that looks
Megan
like...
and I just made a horrible...
Sorry.
I accidentally got this.
Well, so like the
stuff.
DBZ scanner,
Don't tell me.
I didn't realize... Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking die.
Hey,
Blue.
wait a second.
We're all
We
gonna
sat
die.
down and I said, hey, we probably
I
should be
know.
sitting this close to each other. So
Just
Typhoid
cover
Mary
it.
tried.
Just cover your glasses.
Whatever, the DBZ Scouter, go ahead.
No, I just randomly got it. I didn't know where it was, and people were like, "Oh, it's all at the end," because I had seen one person with it, and I think that's when like the infection that everyone wanted it. And then there was a giant line for it, and I was like, "Okay, I'll wait in this." And then I hear Philip DeFranco, and they're like these 3 bros that were like super cool, and I was like, "Why are you here?" And then it turned out that they were bros, but they're also nerd bros.
Bro nerds.
Bro nerds, yeah, and who are awesome. And we took a bunch of pictures. I even like took some of them on my phone, so I think we can maybe throw it in. And then I was like, yeah, I want to get this. And he's like, I'll sell it to you for the same exact price, so you don't have to wait in line. I was like, you are the best person ever. Boom.
That's
Boom,
sweet.
and got it.
A guy came to my signing and he was like, because someone came to the table talk and gave me one, because I tweeted out I
Yeah.
really wanted one, and then a guy came to my signing with a set and it was like, I bought you the whole, I have like all 3 now, and he goes, and this wasn't there someone else? Because when he gave me one, Darren came by and was like, I want that so bad. And so the guy gave me the set and he was like, didn't somebody else want one? And I was like, fuck Darren, these are mine, he can have my one. So I gave Darren like
Well, Darren just
my
wanted the
loose
one.
one.
Yeah, he
No,
just wanted the
so-
one
So
anyway.
So now I have like the, but my favorite part I was going to say about that is I tweeted out, we were waiting in
Oh,
line.
I hope you were going to tell this story.
We were waiting in line for dinner and there was a guy walking around with one and these 2 girls walked by and they go, oh my god, did you see that guy with fake Google Glass? What a loser.
Which is some of the best part about being like in San Diego during Comic-Con is the people that are obviously not there for Comic-Con, like trying to make fun of all the Comic-Con people.
Well, see,
I was
those...
actually legitimately asked that once. Like, there were a bunch of people that made jokes, but they were like, is that Google Glass? And I was like,
Are you serious?
No.
I
was like,
you
no.
really think this is Google
the
Glass?
funniest
I
part
was
is
just like,
just
should I
how
fuck
she
with you?
said
Oh
it.
yeah, she was like, oh my god, did you see that guy?
Did you see that
Well,
loser
see, those
with the big
people,
Google
like,
Glass?
the bros that Phil ran into, and those people are the ones that, like, get cornered by the nerds in the alley. Like, give us your milk money, bro. Like, the nerds with their, like, pocket protectors with, like, a little knife in there. It's like,
That's
what
right.
is
What did you call my
Alright.
scouter?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, ready? Brianna Yvonne at Brianna the Ninja says, for a first-time Comic-Coner, what would you suggest for cosplay?
Ooh.
You know what? For first-time Comic-Coner, I would say don't cosplay.
No.
Only because enjoy Comic-Con first.
No, I
Well-
disagree. My first Comic-Con I went not in cosplay. Well, at being cosplayer, my first Comic-Con I went not in cosplay because I was like, I want to see everything, and I was there to support someone else. And all weekend I was dying. I wish I had been in costume. My advice would be to that: don't cosplay preview night if you go. Don't cosplay Thursday. Do it Friday or
Okay.
Saturday.
I was going to say Saturday,
Get
yeah.
like a day in street clothes and civvies as we call them to walk around
Civvies.
and
That's
get all your stuff.
disgusting.
Yeah, you. It's cute.
I like that
it's
we're
like
just
a
so
cute
exhausted
way.
to literally be, fuck you.
Fuck you.
No,
you.
fuck you, Meg.
Everybody F, and then we'll all have a nice
It's not like we're calling you normies.
Thanks,
it's a cute
Mom.
way to say like street clothes.
Well, I would suggest, I'm going to piggyback on what Meg said, I would suggest make sure you do something that you really like. Like if there's a character that you're
Yeah.
passionate about from something, cosplay that because you're going to have the most fun being that person.
Yeah,
all
don't
day.
cosplay something you don't want to
Well,
cosplay.
obviously,
You're like-
but like something you're super passionate about. Like I have a problem with how much I'm obsessed with Jessica Rabbit, which is why I always want to do Jessica Rabbit. So
What would you say?
I would say, go ahead.
What would
sorry.
you say to the reaction? I think it looked like a first-time cosplayer that at some point had gotten annoyed at taking pictures with people, which I feel
Oh,
like
yeah, who
is...
told that story?
Well,
Was
Sam
Darren?
did. Sam did. We won't say which person it is.
Okay.
But I was just like, that's an interesting
So wait,
thing.
what
I guess...
happened? Did they stop taking pictures of people or what?
No. So like they were just, I guess they were just tired of posing.
Okay, and so then
But
what
then they were
happened?
just chilling there, and I was just like, it's interesting, right? Because obviously you're there to do it for yourself, but also I guess for that. I don't know. It's
I would
interesting.
say
to your costume.
Well, but I would say like there are times at which when you have your costume on and you've been wearing it all day, when you're kind of like you hit a wall because it's
Yeah.
exhausting because you feel like you're on. There have been times that like a piece of my costume breaks or something happens, and so I don't have all of it on, and then people will go, "Can I get a photo?" And I'll say, "Actually, I don't have everything on right now, so you know what? I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be wearing this or
Yeah.
that." That I try to like make a compromise because yes, like. I hate when people are like, no photos. Like, they're mean about it. But there are times that you're like, please don't photograph me right now because it's not a representation of how hard I worked on it.
Totally.
But there's a way to be about it. But there are a lot of first-time cosplayers who don't take into consideration how exhausting it is to take photos a lot, like, all day, and you just have to be on. And then they get kind of, like, grumpy, and you're like, you're in a costume for a reason. Like, when people tell me, like, I wanted to come.
Pushy.
Yeah, and, like, some people were like,
pushy.
I wanted to come and take a photo, but I was so scared. And it's like, well, I wear this for a reason. Like, come take a photo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But to that point also about cosplay, I would say cosplay is something that's simple enough that you can really knock it out of the park. Because I see a lot of first-time cosplayers at Comic-Con who have costumes that they tried to tackle that were really intricate. And they're kind of halfway done. And they get there, and you can tell they're really intimidated by everyone else's costumes. And they're kind of just like, oh, don't look at mine sucks. So, like, do something that even if it doesn't seem like it's going to be too, like, crazy hard, like, when you do it 100%, it looks awesome. If it's not, like, as intricate, that's better than doing something that's intricate that's halfway down.
Or also, like, I find a lot of people that will kind of joke around with it, too, and be like, maybe it's not the best. Like, Joe did his guy from Crawl, and he just put on a shitty wig and made, like, a tinfoil, like, glaive. And it's just, like, I mean, I don't know, don't take it too seriously, but if you're definitely you're striving for the best or whatever, like, those people look amazing. So yeah, I mean, do it. Take your year to make it, or however long it makes it, and like put all your heart and soul into it. But don't feel like you need to compete with people.
No,
also,
absolutely.
like, if you want to do something really fun,
do you?
and you feel like having fun, go ahead and throw together your fun thing. And then most of the time, even if it's funny looking, you'll still get the appreciation of it. And
I like
Because people like the character.
yeah, exactly.
I also like when people do the, it's not like they take a character and they absolutely recreate it. They do something funny. Like, I love hipster versions of things. Like, I did hipster Bulma once. So, like,
Dude, the hipster
princesses.
Disney character. Yeah,
People
Disney
have been
princesses.
doing those for years, and they're great because they're like street clothes plus glasses plus wigs, so it's like an easy intro kind of thing. I love stuff like
Yeah,
that.
modifiers and mashups.
Go ahead, pick
do we
another
have a
one. I just picked
question?
one.
Oh, I was like,
Yeah,
what?
what do you cosplay
Yeah,
as?
cosplay for your first time.
Let's go.
We can go to bed, Phil. It's okay.
Do we answer
I
it?
know,
What
Get
happened?
in there. We did.
Are we shooting right now? Is this real life?
Tell us about the Walking Dead AMC zombie run. How long did it actually take to complete it?
Oh my god.
Well, so I heard Steve took about 10 extra
I'm
minutes.
still
Yeah.
tired. I'm still
We
tired.
are still like bringing my suitcase up
still
the stairs
hurt.
last night. I was like, ugh, fuck you zombies.
So everyone was exhausted. We lost a fucking editor. He's not here today because he
Nordy.
fucking rolled his ankle.
Yeah.
Because he would. So,
I think you
wait,
see
just
it in the
really
video.
big
Yeah.
props to our fucking shooters running around with 9-pound
Yes.
camera
I
rigs.
couldn't imagine. Honestly, I was like,
yeah.
did Norg even make it?
I thought it was like
Spinning and stuff.
Yeah, in
Like,
the video
he
you
was
can see one of his
insane.
spin moves. He like gets in front of his
Oh,
zombie
yeah.
and he like spin
Well,
moves,
I think
jukes him.
you actually see the moment when he rolls his ankle too, when he jumps off of the car and
I
he does
don't
like a
know.
slow-mo land.
Oh, I thought he rolled his ankle coming down off that big wooden
Yeah.
One thing you learn in the zombie run is the spin doesn't actually work because they go so slow because they're not supposed to just react.
Right.
Except there was one guy that definitely knew who our group was,
Yeah.
and they just went after me.
Oh yeah.
Like, I was like, really? Zombies are that fast? There's no
We had
runners
one
here.
guy that,
Zombies
like,
are
freaked out
SourceFed
into that.
fans.
Yeah, exactly.
But
They remembered.
yeah, because I saw people like trying to spin, and they would be like, they're not gonna go for the spin, and they just spin right into the touch. And I was like,
I felt like what I learned in the zombie run. First of all, I can't imagine because I in the middle of the run said I taste blood because I thought I was gonna
Yeah.
die.
I literally started getting lightheaded,
yeah.
like in the very
I
beginning.
saw
Yeah,
stars too.
it was like it's really a very difficult run, and then I realized how little I trust people in the zombie apocalypse, except for Shish.
you shouldn't.
No, hold on. Like we'd be
You
like,
shouldn't trust
we'd literally
people.
people would be like halfway through the run, they'd be like high five, and the way they get you is it's a paint transfer, and I would be like, ooh, you might have paint on your hands, and I don't want to. I would just be like, yeah, keep running. I don't want to say I don't want to touch you, but then Shish, like I left Shish behind for a little bit. I was like, Shish, you're on your own, but then she got trapped, and she was like, Nick, come save me. And
I 100% started whining for help.
and I came back and started like beating on a fence, and I was like, "Hey, zombie, over here!"
Although, did you talk about the time where you tried to draw me over to the zombies with your
No. Wait a second. I do want to talk about that. It was where Sam was, and I wasn't drawing you into the zombies. The zombie was over here. I was right here. You easily could have come to me before Sam could have got you. I wanted to throw water on you to cool you down. It would have been a funny moment. It was very nice of me.
Did we,
And then what did you say? You said, fuck you,
Well, it's
Meg.
because once I got to, because like I heard you call me, and then I started running over to you, and then people were like, "Don't do it, Steve!" And I looked behind me, and there were more zombies, so I ran off over toward the other. So I started to run off, and then you were like, "Steve!" And I looked back at you, and then there were at least 3 more zombies
There were
right
nowhere
by
near
you,
me,
and I was like,
nowhere near
"No,
me."
fuck you, Meg! You just want me to get touched by a zombie." So I
Well,
took
I
off.
liked one of the YouTube commenters on that video actually said, what they failed to mention was that Phil was there. He was just off to the side pointing and laughing at all of us.
It's true.
Yeah, so
when
I
we
met-
walked, I ran by you and I go, fuck you, Phil.
Yeah,
And I
well,
ran
because
by.
I had text people. I was like, "Are you guys still outside?" Because I missed the first run, so I had to go on a part of a second run, and you were like, "1 sec, running from zombies." And I was like,
You
and, then the
really
next,
really
and then the next second I see you, you burst out of a.
Oh, I
a
dropped
room.
my phone too. That's actually in the video. I go over a hurdle
Oh,
and
shit.
Evie pops
And
out
I
of my
start yelling,
pocket.
Meg, your phone!
Oh shit!
And I was like, here's the thing. I was like, fuck the phone. Zombies
She
coming.
didn't even care. She went
Also-
coming back for it.
Fucking crazy legit course. This girl got her face smashed.
Oh, yeah.
She
People
was
fell over.
she was
stuff.
running and just
Yeah.
like because yeah. And I think that there's this one moment I think you see on camera where you have to climb something, get up top, and then go
Yeah.
down. And I think originally they probably had it set like it looks like it was built specifically for zombies to have
be
like
in it.
to be
Yeah.
underneath it.
Oh,
but I think
yeah.
they didn't do it because I think either someone probably fell or they were like, no, someone's gonna fucking.
It's
No,
it
it
was
was
so
dangerous
dangerous.
already.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
we were
make you
literally-
That's why you
this-
sign
Yeah,
waivers.
this
Yeah.
big giant thing that's just like small print.
You have
No,
to
but
sign
we-
that if you get killed, it's not their fault.
We on the course were like huffing and puffing and going like, this is really fun. You could get really
I
hurt on
legitimately,
this
like, when I
course.
started getting lightheaded, it was in the beginning, too. I was like,
same
I'm
here.
gonna have to tap out. Like,
Same
I don't
here.
even think I can
Yeah,
do
they
it.
had a bunch of EMT there, but what I learned was be with a small group of people because once the group gets too big, it's a clusterfuck.
Oh yeah, they start pushing you places.
Because I got knocked out in one of 2 places. One, there's like this chain link area. There's like 3 zombies on, like all tied up and stuff. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get around this. And one guy goes right, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go with him. This guy, because I guess he juked, pushes me on accident straight into a fucking zombie that just like meh, meh, meh. And then the second one, I jumped over a car, and it was like in my head, it was big, awesome slow-mo, like I don't know why I'm doing that music.
Because why not? It's the quintessential adventure
But yeah,
music.
so I go that way, dodge that guy, over here, dodge this guy, jump, and then I do spin move, terrible idea, right into a fucking zombie that's like, and everyone goes, oh, because at that point there's a crowd, and I'm like, no.
But-
I'm sad nobody got a photo or video of a real, legitimate, die-hard butt slide over a
I
car.
saw it. I saw it.
vaulted with one arm, butt slide over,
Yeah.
landed it, and it was the most epic moment of my life.
But see, that's a cool thing. Like, they actually had cars everywhere, and there's like people kind of standing in the sidelines for safety and kind of like to guide you. And they're just like, use the cars, jump on
Yeah,
them,
you
do
could
whatever
jump,
you want.
you could do whatever you
Basically,
wanted.
it's kind of like you've got free reign of the area, except for when there's that fucking big like metal storage unit with the concrete blocks
That was
in it.
bullshit.
Like that, and there was 3 zombies in
Yeah,
there
it
by
was,
the
like,
time we got
impossible.
there.
No, there worked for
There's-
us, too.
It's impossible.
The only reason we got past it is because a fan was like, I got it! Shut up, zombie!
Well,
and like,
you know-
dove on
Yeah, a
zombie
fan
for us.
totally took one
What
for
I
us.
did was like I stood there for like 3 minutes, and everyone's trying to decide what to do, and
Yeah.
the zombies are just like, "Meh." And I'm like, fuck this. I come outside of the storage unit, and I
You
try
were
to
like the
But
master
check this
of
out.
circumventing.
But check this out. I tried to squeeze through the side, and there was a guy standing there, and he's like, if you come through this way, you're gonna have to climb up the big wooden like ladder thing again.
And you went right around
No,
it.
I was like, fuck it. So I went back in, and then I was like, I had to maneuver around the fuckers that were standing right there.
I love that they
loved
caught
it.
you on video being
Yeah,
like,
no.
nope, and just going right around.
Hold on a second. I gladly maneuvered around the things
No,
you had to climb up. and
there are
around.
moments where you're just like, it made sense to go back. Like I literally moved people because there were several crawl things.
Oh, you should have just jumped and ran.
So that's the thing is there was one where that was easy, and then there was another one where the wiring was definitely not as
Not stable.
So then I like went back and I was like shit, and then zombie guy that knew who I was had deviated to get to the back of our group, and I'm like fuck, and so I
He's not
literally
following zombie rules.
so I literally like climb this other fence and like climb over it
Yeah.
rather than just like jumping on the
Wow,
thing
shit.
and I was like I fucking hate this
Well, that was the coolest part I thought about the course was like there were places where you'd be like, okay, this is clearly what they want me to do, but you know what? I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna climb on this structure and I'm gonna get around it, and they just let you do it.
And as long as you're just you're not stupid about it, it's awesome. If they do it next year, I want to fucking.
I want to do it
okay.
again, and I want to see a free runner do that course.
Because that's the thing. That would
that'd
be
be
cool.
great
But
to
also,
see.
Sarah did it too, and she was saying like, I want to wear workout clothes.
Yeah, I want to wear workout clothes and
Sarah was-
parachutes.
That was a
Yeah.
smart move.
Well, but here's the thing. So my closing thoughts on the whole damn thing are this. First of all, tiring as fuck. If you're out of shape, take it easy. My body hurt completely after, and in fact, after that, the next day I slept for like about 12 hours, and I didn't leave my hotel room until like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So it was like it really took its toll on my body, and also I don't know if I'd do it again. I really
I
don't
totally
know.
do.
I would
I
do
totally
it again
do.
because I was wearing boots through it, and so I'd come over to things and I'd slide because they had no traction. I would love to do it in real shoes, but I would also, I would love to do it again. Maybe not. I was like running and I'm like sweaty and gross, and I'm like, man, these people are like fans and they're seeing me disgusting.
That's what I thought too. We were like, everyone wanted to hug at the end of it,
Yeah,
and I was like,
oh,
I'm
that,
so
yeah.
gross.
Hey,
I'll give you a hug, but I'm
Guys,
gross.
it's survival. It doesn't matter how gross you are. You gotta live.
If I were to do it again, I'd want to train. And I'm not even kidding. Like, I would want like a good 2 months of going to the gym at least 3 times a week to get my cardio up.
Well,
like,
could you
I would
imagine
want to.
if that was like a gym thing, like if that was something close by, like in LA, that like was just a permanent.
Oh,
thing
like
you
that's
could
how
come-
you work out?
Yeah, like do it every
I'd do it.
weekend or something.
I'd do it.
I just wish there was some like tech or something in place where it involved people die hard enough that you get the group of people to run through, but if you are touched, that there was a way
There's
to
like
know it.
and you're out of the group.
No,
in a minute.
not out of the group. You also then turn into a zombie.
Oh, that's
I would love
That
to
would
see
be
that, or
amazing.
like if there was some sort
Like
of
World War
nebulous.
Z.
Yeah.
I also would like a more definitive way to know if you were touched or not, because I call shenanigans on having been touched. Shenanigans.
No, so here's the deal.
I did too.
Shantytown, is that? Yeah, Shantytown.
Racist. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, I forget wherever people say shantytown. Pretty much this big empty town, and you have to survive, instead of just being a run, you have to survive for 12 to 24 hours, right? And then when you
I'm
into it.
And you can get turned, yes.
I think
No,
they have
I'm
something
into
like
that.
that, don't
I'm
they?
into
That has
that.
to be a
100%.
thing.
No.
Let's make that a thing.
Can
No,
you
I think
help
it's a
to
thing
24
where you get
hours? Are you
these-
crazy?
Anyway.
It's like these things where you have like Velcro on your body, and I think the zombies have like these squares or something. And if they attach like a square to your body, you're marked. And I think
Oh.
you have like a thing, and then you're a zombie after that or something.
Cool. I'm into that, and I feel like we would be cutthroat enough in it. I don't know about you two. I feel like.
Well, so
Shishi, would you vote to kill me? Because when we were waiting in line for infected, I was like, if they don't shoot us, I'm gonna be pissed.
dude, all this taught me was never trust fucking random people.
Nope.
That's all it taught. Because I was like, oh yeah, I'll just get somewhat separate. But there's so many people in the beginning
Yeah.
that it might make
yeah.
sense to like literally let people die.
I was afraid people were gonna get trampled. Like there were
Oh, in the
so
beginning?
many
Are you
crowds
kidding?
in the beginning,
Yeah.
like shoving to get
Yeah.
away from the zombies. I was like, someone's gonna fall down and then get stampeded over, and I'm gonna watch somebody die today in real life.
But
Well,
the only thing I have to say that I did love
Close it.
was, yes, closing. I would totally run it again with fans, only because they were absolutely human shields, and I loved everything about that, and you guys are amazing, and it was fun to run with you.
They'll be like that for 30 minutes, not if it actually happens.
Yeah,
Which one?
exactly.
Oh, yeah, no.
But guys, if you have more questions for Comic-Con and just anything else, we can touch on it in future stuff. I'm gonna stop it here because DJ's starting to twitch thinking about a 26-minute video on top of everything else that we need to cut. Blah 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 words and stuff. My name's Philip DeFranco.
I'm Steve Zaragoza.
Oh my God.
I'm McTurney.
I'm Trish Burger. And guns don't kill people, just weeding kills people.
It was so cool. I was a part of the what was it, Guardians of the Galaxy. I wasn't a part of it. I was in there. And then it seems like it's over, and then Joss Whedon just like randomly walks up. He's like, "Oh, so here's a trailer," and everyone's like, "What?"
Yes, and everyone lost it.
Yeah, and it was
Wait a
for the new
minute.
Avengers.
Guys, we're gonna get
Yeah.
fucked in the comments if we don't do a tiny mention of the Batman, Superman.
It's gonna be
Dark
great.
Knight
We
Rises.
can't
there
wait
it
to
is.
see.
Yeah,
There's the mention.
We're very excited about it, yeah.
Man of Steel sequel with Batman.
Talk about me.